What's happening, family? Welcome back. Please welcome me back. This is your first episode of Tank Talks in 2017. I'm your host, Tank. I'm back for all you naysayers. Yeah, we had a lot of naysayers, and y'all were right for so long because it took me so long to get another video up. And we're gonna talk about that. This episode of Tank Talks, Tank will be talking Tank in third person. Yeah, the last time we spoke, it was quite a while ago, and a lot has been going on. That's why I haven't had a chance to get another episode up. So I said, you know what, while I'm out running errands, I'm on my way back to the house. While I'm out running around, let me go ahead and get a video up. First off, old job. Give y'all just a little detail on that. I recently started a new job. I left my old job on somewhat good terms. I'm not gonna say it was bad terms, but it was somewhat good terms, pretty good terms. But it was just needed to get out of there. I hit a very bad place with that company. I think they hit a bad place with me, and that whole time was just with life in general. It was just like a whole 2-month period where stuff was just going wrong. It just wasn't, nothing was going good. I was been with that company I was going on 6 years, and I never thought I would be in the place that I was at with that company. So it was disappointing, to say the least, to be in the position that I was in. It was yeah, the company was good. I built a lot of friendships, relationships, that was a good thing. It was close to the house, but I pretty much hit a stagnant spot with that company as far as my advancement and how far I could go within that company, because it wasn't a very big company. In general, just not a big company. It's not as nearly as many employees. Therefore, you don't have many places to grow within the company. And there, as far as the department or my responsibilities with them were pretty much limited. Like the guy that was above me, he's gonna retire doing that, and I did not want to retire doing what he was doing. It was a building engineer. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this for the rest of my life. Absolutely not. So got a new job. I'm not gonna, give you too much detail on that. Well, I'm gonna give you some detail. It's in an industry in a different part of the construction industry that I've always wanted to be in, somewhat project management. I'm not really project management, but well, we're all kind of project management, but within the company, when a project manager is like the head of the entire project, and that's like $1 billion job. So I'm not gonna say I'm a project manager with that company, but we all kind of do project management because we all have different responsibilities. I'm actually with a startup section of the company, so it's kind of a new thing that they're doing. There's very few guys in my position, which is a good thing. It has its pros and cons, because sometimes we're not very well received, so therefore we have to prove ourselves, and we have yet to not prove ourselves. We always prove ourselves and prove our worth, so that's a good thing. And there's a lot of room for growth in this company. It's huge. So nationwide company is all over the place. They are always willing to move their people up within. The environment's very good. Everybody's positive. Very good place to be. It's and that's how I felt with the last company I was with. But with this one, I can definitely see how much further I can go within, and it's a really good thing. So I'm happy with that. Only damn part is it's kind of far from the house. It's like 22 miles from the house, to where the other my other place was, at the furthest I would go would be about 9 to 10 miles from the house. So, but what's strange is getting home, sometimes getting to work and getting home is the same exact amount of time, from 9 miles to 22 miles. Come on, guy. And what else? So, oh yeah, old job, new job. What is that happening right there? Oh, we sold our old house. A lot of y'all know that. I'm not giving y'all new information, but yeah, we sold our house. That was exciting. That was had its ups and downs as far as selling the house. Had people wanted to buy it, and they backed out because they didn't think they were getting a good enough deal. Actually, they were getting an extremely good deal. They were stupid for passing that up. So that was even before we put the house on the market. So then we put the house on the market. The first time we didn't even put it on the market. They had someone within their office that had buyers that wanted to look at the house, and they started moving into the process. They started asking for way too much. They wanted this, they wanted that, they wanted this done and that done. I'm like, no, you're already getting the house for a good price. So they pulled out. We put the house on the market, and it literally sold within like a week, 2 weeks or something like that. The house sold. was, you know, they had another buyer interested, and they ended up buying the house. So hopefully they're happy. I actually have their contact information. I need to hit them up to see how they're doing, and, you know, wish them well and everything. And we actually still talk to our neighbors from the old house. Probably go over there sometime today or this weekend to see them. But yeah, so sold the old house, and it was bittersweet because it's like, oh, this is the first house we bought in California. It's our first home period that we've owned and bought, owned and sold. And, you know, letting all those memories go. You know, we brought all our babies home to that house. We had a lot of birthdays celebrated, friends' birthdays. We've seen friends come and go. All that happened in the house. Our first Thanksgiving that we threw, every Thanksgiving that we've had in California, except for the first one, has been in that house. So it was a pretty major deal letting that go. It was a very sentimental value to that, a lot of sentimental value. So that was a little, you know, it was we were happy to let it go, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's a lot of memories going. The new house, love it. I fell in love with that house. The only downside to that new house is I sacrificed so much yard space. I don't have all the backyard that I used to have in the old house. Front or backyard. The lot itself is smaller, but the house is literally double the size of our old house, not including the sunroom. So that was a blessing. We were looking for 2.0. We ended up getting like 2.5. So that was a big thing. And that all happened around the same time of me, you know, getting in that place. The house was up for sale. We were looking for houses. Somebody wanted to buy our house. We were at crunch time. That was happening and stressful, on top of everything happening at my old job at the same time. And it's like, all right, we're trying to buy a house, or we're looking for a house to buy. Are we going to be able to get a loan because I'm switching, or maybe switching jobs soon, or who knows? Will I still have a job? You know, it was a lot going on. So that was quite a bit happening all at once. So that's why, that was part of the reason why you all haven't seen this Tank Talks in a minute, because it was so much happening. Next is and I'm not gonna reveal too much, but I'm starting my whole entrepreneurship thing, and I will take you all along on the journey for that. I know I stress to you all how I don't like revealing the process, but this is something that will help my brand in general if I reveal the process. However, I cannot reveal too much of it, or I don't want to reveal too much of it until I get a little further along. And that's not doing the process, that's me getting further along. It's just not smart to do anything yet, or say anything, or put everything on blast, because I don't know how long this whole thing will take to actually get up and off the ground. And I can't talk about, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I don't have absolutely anything to show for it. So, but I am gonna take you all along for the ride, because it'll benefit me, and hopefully it'll benefit you all too, a great deal. So that's something pretty major that I'm working on. And as of right now, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I have a few suggestions on future Tank Talks and what we're gonna be talking about. I'm gonna get a little more relaxed, because Angel wanted me to be all, you know, oh, gotta present it very straight and true. And you know, it's easier to do these when it's a little more relaxed thing. What I won't be doing as of yet is any fitness videos. I know a lot of you are into that. I can't do any fitness videos because I'm not doing fitness right now. I literally haven't worked out. It's been 7 months since I've worked out, and I feel like, Angel said you can't tell, but I can feel it. I feel horrible. I feel disgusting. I feel frail and vulnerable. It's just, yeah, I need to get back in the gym. I need to go hard, and I know it's gonna be a little painful going back, but you know, I gotta get to it, y'all. I'm slacking major time. But I got a couple of suggestions. I'm definitely gonna do some of those. I gotta just put the list together and see what all needs to happen. But I just wanted to get y'all filled in on what's going on with me. That was the reason for the big hiatus. I know a lot of y'all like, he ain't gonna do no Tank Talks. You were right. I was definitely gonna do one eventually. It was just gonna be a while before I got to it, but here it is. Tank Talks is back up. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that stuff. Let me know what y'all want to see. I'm definitely gonna do a video on what I look for when looking for a house, because as you know, a lot of you know, I consider myself mechanically inclined. I kind of know what to look for. I've built houses before, I've wired houses, I've done a lot of work in houses in my past, so I kind of know what to look for as far as when looking for a house. So I'm definitely gonna do Tank Talks on that, especially with what I believe the economy is gonna do this year and next year. I think it's gonna turn into a buyer's market. Did a little research on that just from how the whole election thing went. It's gonna go great, I think, for buyers, not so well for sellers. I could be completely wrong, but then I think we're gonna be in trouble shortly after that. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna turn it into one of those videos. And then let me see, I'm trying to think of what else. I got that I'm gonna do. Somebody said they wanted gun reviews, or what type of, they wanted to see what would be a good starter gun for a woman, or it doesn't have to be a woman, good starter gun for anybody. So we might talk some guns type stuff. I don't want to turn it into that type of channel, but those channels do very well. Not that I'm looking to start a channel like that, because I'm not a gun guru or expert. I just like them. And I have a few, as you all know. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that just in case we do have some family that's looking to get a gun, or they're curious about guns, or they just want to hear a little bit about. So I might do one or two, most likely just one on that, my opinion. It's all opinionated stuff. Don't take anybody's thing. But anyway, I'll talk about that when we get around to it. So, like I said, like, subscribe, share. Let me know what y'all want to hear this season of Tank Talks. I'm going to try to stick to it, stay at it. I'm still busy, as you know, company I'm trying to start. And, dealing with the whole work thing, I'm still getting settled in, because it's been almost, it's been 4.5, almost 5 months since I've been with that. So I'm still getting settled in, getting my schedule right, making sure I can still fit y'all in. I'm trying to fit the gym in, like I said. Definitely gonna fit y'all in, family. So don't think I'm not. But we're gonna get to it, y'all. Looking forward to this year. It's a lot going on, it's a lot happening. We're gonna make it happen. So, again, see y'all next time. This is Tank Talks. Please come back, and welcome back. Welcome to 2017. Y'all have a good one.
What's up, guys? Before we jump into today's video, I want to say a special thank you to Best Fiends for sponsoring this video. Yes, this video is sponsored by